Here's something that might change how you think about brand templates. The best ones aren't the most beautifully designed. They're the one that built to handle whatever comes next. Today, I'll show you how to build templates that hold up no matter who's editing or what content goes in, so your design stays solid and your users stay confident. I'll show you Canva design techniques that sticks, so you walk away with a system for creating flexible, editable, scalable templates again and again. We'll start with formatting that sticks, create layouts that flex, and then we'll lock it all down for the real world. Let's get started. First up, template formatting. When you're pumping out templates, it is tempting to use manual shortcuts like typing in all caps or duplicating text to fake a shadow. The only problem is, the second someone makes an edit, your template formatting falls apart. Our first level up is to use Canva's formatting to lock in styles. We're going to be testing out some templates for an imaginary climate tech company called Pivora. Let's see what happens when we edit our headline. We're going to type in something longer like turn climate data into action. And yep, the uppercase is all gone. So instead of applying formatting manually, here's a simple fix. Select the subheading, go to the floating toolbar, and hit the uppercase button to bake in your formatting. It is a tiny step that makes a huge difference when people start editing. Now, let's move on to our heading. When line spacing is tight, like it is here, it can make lines blur together, which makes it harder to read. So the fix is to give your text a little breathing room. Increase the line spacing by going to Advanced Settings. I'll increase this to say 0.9, much better. Even if the finer content runs longer, it is still readable. Now, here's the same template, but someone swapped the background. Let's investigate and see what happens when we change the heading. I'm going to type in less guesswork, more green work. Okay, our heading is updated, but what's happening behind it? Looks like there is a second layer that was used to fake a shadow. It's a common workaround, but it doesn't update when the original content changes. So here's what to do instead. Delete the duplicated black text, select the actual heading, go to Effects, choose Shadow, and make some adjustment, like this. Now, the shadow is part of the text, so when you change the copy, the shadow comes with it. Nice, huh? Now we know how to lock in our formatting. Let's move on to layout. With just a few flexible design choices, your layout stays intact, no matter what content goes in. Let's stress test this business code and see how the layout holds up when we change the placeholder text. I'm going to change the name and the title to something else. You can see the layout's already struggling, text is overlapping, and things are getting squeezed. Our first fix is to create more space. I'll grab this text box and drag the right edge handle out, then do the same for the other text boxes. Or you can select them all, go to Position, unlock the ratio, and set a consistent width so they match. I'll set it at 5.5 here. Let's see what happens when we type in a much longer name. Oh, broken again. Here's what happened. Even though we made the text boxes wider, the layout doesn't know how to handle longer content. So I'll undo that and select the text box. Go to Advanced Settings, find the Anchor text box section, and set the Start option to the left. This tells Canva which edge of the text should grow from, so it expands predictably. We do the same for the job title. Then we select both and group them, like this. When they are grouped, they flow together. If one grows, the other moves out the way instead of getting overlapped. Let's test it. Great, this time it holds. The layout adjusts, the spacing stays intact. Nothing crashes into anything. That's the win. Our third level up is to make sure your template is user-friendly, so anyone can easily bring their ideas to life using your templates. Here's a presentation slide. Let's have a go at editing it. Let's say I want to change the subheading Q3 2026. Oh, I can't select it. There's a gradient sitting on top blocking it. So I'll go to Position and open the Layers tab. Now we can see the whole stack of layers that are in this design. I'll drag the Q3 2026 layer to the very top. Always check the order of your layers. Any content that people need to edit should sit above decorative elements. Now, let's check the right elements have remained unlocked. See? If I try to change the sales strategy heading, I can't, it's locked. So select it and click Unlock to change it. Now, let's lock all decorative elements and logos as we want them to stay where they are. I'll also make sure everything meant to be edited is unlocked, like this. That way, no one gets stuck. Here's our last step, making sure our templates work in the real world. Here's a template design for a retractable banner. You can see there's a bunch of placeholder text, but the question is, what ideally goes where? Is the text supposed to be a phone number, a tagline, or a website? Let's make it very clear by using placeholder text that does explain for us. So for our heading, I'll label it as short heading here. And a subheading, I'll add short subheading here. The first text field can change to QRCTA here, and the other two can be contact details here. It's a quick and easy way to elevate the user experience for everyone. The design looks fine on screen, but we need to make sure people can read from across the room. So I'll increase the headline font size, then the subheading, take a step back from the screen. Can you read the headline comfortably? That's the real world test. Last step, let's check the print bleed. It's easy to overlook when you're working digitally, but it makes a big difference once the design is printed. I'll go to File, Settings, Show Print Bleed. See that outer border? That's the bleed area. We select the gradient background and drag it out to the edge of the bleed area on all sides, like this. Anything that touches the edge of the design needs to extend into the bleed space. That way, everything looks clean once it's trimmed. And that's your level ups done. Now you know 4 powerful ways to make your templates unbreakable. Formatting that sticks, layers that flex, clear guidance for anyone to edit, and real-world checks to do before you share your templates. We look forward to seeing them out there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.